the son of the Liu family. It is said that in Zhaozhou, there was a man named Liu Shichuan who served as the steward of the prefect of law. He was in his 40s and had a son. Liu Shichuan doted on his son excessively, allowing him to behave however he wished, fearing he might be displeased. As the son grew older, he became extremely extravagant and squandered all of Liu Shichuan's savings within a few years. Later, the son fell ill. Liu Shichuan had some good mules, and the son said, "Mule meat is delicious. Kill one of the mules for me to eat, and I'll recover." Liu Shichuan considered killing an old mule. But when the son found out, he angrily cursed and the illness worsened. Fearing the consequences, Liu Shichuan quickly slaughtered a fat snail for him to eat, which made the son happy. However, after eating just a piece of mule meat, the son pushed it aside, and his condition didn't improve. He soon passed away. Liu Shichuan was heartbroken and nearly wished for his own death. 3 or 4 years later, the people from Liu Shichuan's village formed a group to pay their respects to Mount Tai. When they reached halfway up the mountain, they encountered a man riding a mule coming towards them. The man bore a striking resemblance to Liu Shichuan's deceased son. As he approached, they confirmed the likeness. The man greeted them with a bow and inquired about everyone's well-being. The villagers were amazed and didn't dare mention that he had died. Instead, they asked, "What brings you here?" Liu's son replied, "Nothing much, just wandering around." He also asked for the name of the innkeeper where they were staying, and they told him. Liu's son nodded and said, "I have a small matter to attend to. We'll catch up tomorrow." With that, he rode away on his mule. When the villagers returned to the inn, they weren't sure if Liu's son would really come. Early the next morning, they were waiting, and sure enough, he arrived. Tying his mule to a post in the corridor, he entered the room and started chatting and joking. The villagers said, "Your father constantly misses you. Why don't you visit him?" Liu's son asked in astonishment, "Who are you talking about?" They answered that it was Liu Shichuan. Liu's son's expression changed dramatically, and after a while, he said, "Since he's thinking of me, please relay a message after you return. I will be waiting for him here on April 7th. With that, he bid them farewell and left. After the villagers returned, they informed Liu Shichuan about the encounter. He cried and, as scheduled, rushed to the inn and explained the situation to the innkeeper. The innkeeper advised him, "When I saw your son's demeanor that day, he seemed cold-hearted, perhaps not harboring good intentions. In my opinion, it might be best not to see him." Liu Shichuan wept but didn't believe the innkeeper's words. The innkeeper continued, "I'm not purposely stopping you. Ghosts and spirits can be merciless, and I'm afraid you might encounter misfortune. If you must see him, please hide inside a cabinet in advance. After he arrives, observe his words and demeanor. If it's safe, then come out." Liu Shichuan followed his advice. Shortly thereafter, Liu's son indeed arrived, asking the innkeeper, "Has a man named Liu been here?" The innkeeper replied, "No." Liu's son angrily muttered, "Why hasn't that old animal arrived yet?" The innkeeper was surprised and asked, "Why are you cursing your father?" Liu's son retorted, "What father of mine? Back then, I formed a partnership with him in business, thinking he was an honest man. Little did I know, he harbored ill intentions and secretly embezzled my hard-earned money, shamelessly refusing to repay it. This time, I'll definitely kill him before I'm at peace. He's not my father at all." With that, he walked out directly, still muttering, "He's getting off easy." Liu Shichuan, hidden inside the cabinet, heard every word clearly. Cold sweat dripped from his forehead to his feet, and he didn't dare to make a sound. It wasn't until the innkeeper called him that he emerged from the cabinet, in a disheveled state, and hurriedly fled back to his hometown.
Alright, this story has come to an end. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. Thank you.